Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review. This time we're taking a look at another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figure, and it's original Comic Book Raphael. And I picked this guy up, I got him at Toys R Us. I got the whole set. I first saw them over at Walmart. I saw 3 out of 4, and I didn't know these had come out. I was just, like, shocked. This has got to be like the 4th wave of figures from the Nickelodeon line, and these are put out, I guess, for the 30th anniversary of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is a shame they aren't advertising that. Like, Hasbro has really embraced the 30th anniversary of the Transformers, and all their packaging on the Generations figures have the 30th anniversary. I would have liked if they would have done something similar for this, because the comic book did debut in 1984, the black and white comic, and that's what this figure is an homage to, which is really cool. It is in the same scale as all the other Nickelodeon figures, which I really do like, and they all look pretty cool. So take a look at this. It's a little bit different than the other Nickelodeon figures that we've received. If we look, we have a completely white Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo here. The clamshell is exactly the same. We've got kind of the turtle clamshell there. We got Raphael and package. He gets a little blister card inside, which is really cool. Just the artwork on it from the old comic book. I do appreciate that. And then we have a different little logo look down here. We have the original artwork from the original comic in black and white, which is really cool. And then, of course, we have original Comic Book Raphael, and that's all in the original font from the original comics, which is really nice. I do appreciate that. Now, the figures are in color. The original comic book was black and white, but the covers were in color, so that's why we get the color turtle. Hopefully, they'll redo this in a black and white scheme. I think that would be really nice. Now, of course, the original figures, the original characters all had red bandanas, and they were really gritty. And this figure captures that. We'll look at it more when we get him out of package. But I do appreciate that. Now, just as a comparison, now NECA, or I guess NECA, however you want to pronounce it, they did an original figure line a while back. Here is the original NECA figure. In comparison, as you can tell, they are completely different scaled figures, and to be honest, this one looks a lot better than this figure does. But that's a $20 figure versus an $888 figure. For the price, this is not a bad sculpt at all. I really do like this set. I still have it in box. They just hang on my wall. They just look beautiful. And they also did a black and white version of these figures, and I wish I would have picked them up, but I just passed on them because I had the colored versions. I really like to see Playmates do a black and white version of these as well, maybe in the next round. It'd be an easy repaint for them. So, yeah, definitely pretty cool stuff. So let's go ahead and get Raphael out of package and see how cool he really is. Alright, before we get him out of package, let's go over the back of the package itself first. Basically, it's the same setup. We just have a little different look here. We've got a different card. It's kind of the old school artwork, which is really nice. And then there is a write-up there about back in the 1984, blah blah blah, talks about the comic book, and then there's a new write-up for the Comic Book Raphael. So if you want to pause and read that, you can, and if you want to pause and read that, you can. So definitely cool stuff. Let's get him out of the package and see what we think. Alright, so here's Raphael out of package, and just a real quick look. Here's the little card he comes with, and that's really nice. I do like that. Definitely cool stuff. And then on the back, we get this really cool artwork with the turtles in the green. Again, it'd be nice if there was a 30th anniversary logo there, but you can see faintly in the background on the black the comic book, and that's really nice. I do appreciate that. So here he is, and yeah, he looks really good. This is probably the best painted Playmates figure I've ever seen. There are really no errors on paint apps or missing paint apps, except maybe you could say the weapons themselves, but I mean, they're just all gray plastic, so that's not too terribly bad. He poses pretty much about like all the other turtle figures. Yeah, I mean, it looks really, really well. I do like it. They did a good job with it, definitely. Just kind of a close-up here. So there he is. Now, the one weird thing is they've got like these etching marks all in the figure, both on the skin, you can see it on the leg there, in the knee pads, in the mask, and on top of the head. And they did that because of the sketch work, but if you look at the face, it really just kind of looks like they're scarred up. It works really well on the shells, I think, and on like the belt and all that stuff, but it just doesn't work quite right on the face. I probably would have left it off of the face. If you notice on the Nika figures, they've got the same scratching. They just kind of blackwashed it, but they didn't put it on the face itself. So while that is accurate and it looks cool, it does look a little different. Now, I do like they got the little tails. That is really, really cool. I really miss that on modern Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They need tails. They're supposed to have tails. And they don't. Now, I will say, posing this guy with the size is kind of interesting. His arms really don't pull off the poses that you would want, really, for the size, which is a shame. It's really kind of hard to get them to do anything. He's going to stab himself in the crotch. With the joints the way they are. They're just kind of difficult. It's the elbows. While they've got spin sockets and you know, little elbow joints, they just don't really move all that well as far as posability goes. There's only a couple poses you can get the guy into, which is a shame. I would like more posability in the arms so that you could get a better pose with the weapons out of them, but I guess it is what it is, sort of deal. I do like the bandana. It looks really, really nice. So yeah, I mean, overall, it's a really nice figure for $8.88. Let's compare him to some of the other figures in the line and see how he stacks up. Alright, so here is original Comic Book Raphael with the other Playmates Raphael that have come out recently. Of course, here's the 2014 movie edition. He is way smaller than that guy, much less bulky. He is the smallest of all of them. He's a very thin figure, but that's accurate to the comic, so that's okay. This is the original wave of Nickelodeon Playmates figures that came out, so that's how he stacks up with them. Again, very different. All the size, all three sets of size are very different sculpts, which is nice. This is very much like the old school comic book one. And of course, we have the LARP Raphael as a dwarf figure here, which is also very, very fun. So, is this something you want in your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection? Yes, absolutely. This figure is definitely something that you're going to want to get if you're a Turtles fan, especially the 30th anniversary. And while I do have my Nico or NECA set, I can't open that set. That set just looks so good in the package itself. This is something you can get out, you can put on your shelf and pose and have all four turtles looking super cool. The only drawback is they did not do a 30th anniversary Shredder figure, and I really wish they would have done that. I think that would have been really nice to round out the set. So there he is, original Comic Book Raphael from the new Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toy line by Playmates. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. Definitely subscribe to my channel and share my videos. And as always, look for more videos in the future.